track by Thabo Mapitse, and it's called Bokang Mudimu. Right before that, we had Onkarabile with You Showed Me Love. This is fresh local BW music, and we're gonna have to jump into Heaven's Bulletin a little later, because right now I have a special guest, and she has somewhere to be right now. She's going to church in a few minutes. Yeah. Hi, Mumsie.
Hi.
How is you?
I'm good. It's early morning and yeah.
How was your weekend?
My weekend was great. Yesterday I was actually at Citibank Lodge. I was judging Miss Culture Worldwide Botswana. My very first judging experience. That was so awesome. I was terrified, but that's the theme of this year, I think. Do it afraid.
Did I just hear you saying terrified? You were terrified.
I was. Hey, la. I'm an actress, I guess.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I can pretend my way through it.
Nah, I don't believe that. I don't believe that.
That's good.
Wow. All right, so we want to talk about your. Hey, I think it's a multifaceted career. Mm-hmm. I first saw you as a singer. Mm-hmm. And that's why I was hoping you'd sing for us today. But yeah, that's for later, if you will. And also, we saw you on TV, and Botswana loved you. Mm-hmm. I know this personally because I've heard comments from people that I know, people who watched Mtakolo. Yeah. What is the name of the other series you were in?
Botsilojo.
Yes. Yeah. Which year was that?
Oh my gosh. I believe it's been, I want to say 3 years, if not 4.
2016.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How did you get into acting for the first time?
My acting career actually started, I was pretty young. I think I was 6. I started off on radio drama, on a serial drama called Makhabaneng. It was all about just creating awareness about HIV/AIDS and, all these social issues. Yeah. So it started off there. That ended when I had to go to school in Canada. That is in 2012. Mm-hmm. So since, it was like 11, 12 years. Yeah. Mm. So I was on there, and then I finally got into film and television, doing Number One Ladies Detective Agency, the series. I had a speaking role there. Then came Botsilojo, which I'm still a part of, which is awesome. Wow. Ndokolo was also in there in the mix, and it's just been happening like that. Yeah.
And then what, in Canada you went to school for how many years?
I went to school in Canada for 4 years. Studying theatre. I did a diploma for 2 years. Then I did my degree. Well, it was a 4-year degree. I did 2 years, and I had to come back because of just life was happening.
Yeah.
So I transferred to UB, and that's where I completed my theatre degree.
Wow.
Last year.
All right. And then out of the entire course you're in theatre, there's so many modules, there's different things they teach you. Where would you say you fall in the most? Like, what's your favorite element of the whole acting thing? What do you love the most about it, and what kind of role do you love playing the most?
I've always identified as an actress first. Yeah. I'm an actress first, but going into theatre and studying everything about it, studying the directing side, the script writing, designing, I kind of found a new love for script writing and directing in that order. I'm kind of excited to explore those two, but I identify more as an actress. Yeah.
And then what kind of character do you love the most? Like, I've heard, I don't know much about acting, but I've heard sometimes people look at your own character and what kind of person you are, and then they kind of draft you into that character. Yeah. So what's yours? What would you say is yours?
I feel like people tend to cast me as the, that girl who's just like, oh my god, that spicy nyana. I don't know where they see, because I feel like I'm an angel. Just saying.
Okay. I didn't expect that.
So I've been cast as that a lot. But in theatre, I've actually performed as an old lady, 100-year-old lady. Yeah, that was kind of interesting. I've been an Italian mother. Your facial
what
expressions
haven't you done? What haven't you done and what have you never do?
I'm not. I don't want to say what I don't want to do because I feel like as an actress, I need to be able to step out of my own body, step out of myself, and
Yeah. Out of your comfort zone as well.
Yeah, out of my comfort zone. Yeah. So I can't really say what I wouldn't do, but yeah, I'm open to trying everything.
Wow.
You know, you'll never know until you try.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna definitely call you up when I produce a movie or a series. I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna call you up.
Please.
Because I like the diversity that's going on. And then tell us about now how you've become a speaker and an influencer. How did that begin as well, and where do you want it to take you?
Okay, so I feel like my journey as a speaker started when I started my YouTube channel. I started my YouTube channel when I was in Canada, in Montreal. I was going through a lot, and I was all by myself. I needed some kind of outlet.
Yeah.
And I I just wanted to, kind of find a way to deal with whatever was happening. So I decided, you know what, let me try this YouTube thing because I really loved YouTube at the time. Yeah. So I got my phone, I got my iPod, propped it up, and I started just speaking and saying whatever was on my mind and just offering advice. Because I've always been that friend who gives advice, I'm that friend. Yeah. So I was like, okay, let me do that. And then along the way, I believe this was 2 years ago. Yeah, 2 years ago, I was like, maybe I should take this YouTube thing, this advice thing, and actually just go out to the people. Let me go and interact with the people. So then I was like, you know what? Let me try the motivational speaking thing. And since then, I have spoken at book launches. I've been to South Africa to speak there and just share my story. And I feel like that's kind of my purpose. Yeah. As I go more into it, I just feel it makes me feel good. Like after I've shared my story, I'm like, wow, this felt good. This felt great. I feel like I've impacted somebody. Yeah. At least one person has heard. And yeah, so and that's pretty much how I got into motivational speaking.
That's awesome. I like how let me say Africa in general, we've never really taken speaking as a talent, a gift that someone can take to the next level and actually, even your actual thing. So what would you say to someone at home? I don't know how to put it in any way. Someone who just talks a lot and can't get enough of speaking and inspiring people. What should they do? Because and you live with your parents maybe, and they just want you to go to school and get a degree and get a diploma and get a job. You know the usual thing that's going on. But someone out there just feels when it comes to my voice, I think that's where my money is. That's where my treasure is. Mm-hmm. What should they do? What's the next step? What's the first step actually?
It's not easy convincing our parents when it comes to stuff like that, and just creative stuff and also things that just aren't your usual money-making thing. Yeah. But like I said, I started on YouTube, yeah? So social media, just you can start there. Upload a video. Take a video of yourself. Say what you need to say. See what people say. If people are receptive and they're like, yeah, cool, we feel what you're giving out, go for it. Just do whatever it is that you need to do to I don't want to say to convince them, but sometimes it's just that our parents they want the best for us and they want to see us win, so stuff like creative stuff and speaking and stuff like that, they don't really understand. They haven't really been exposed to that much. Yes, they see people go around and doing motivational speaking gigs and stuff like that, but they don't really know that there can be money attached to that. Even if it's not a money factor, just if you know why you want to do it, if you really have a passion for it, you're going to make it work. You're really going to make it work. Just find a way. If it's on your heart, find a way. Yeah.
I can actually attest to that. If it's something that you really want to do, you're not gonna have an excuse.
Yeah.
You're gonna
Yeah.
get it done.
Yeah.
You're
No
not
matter
gonna.
what.
Yeah.
Mm.
Another thing, you just mentioned how hard it is to get our parents to side with us and support our dreams. How did your parents receive the fact that you're not just gonna be a doctor, an accountant, a lawyer? How did they see how do they view your artistic and creative career path? Were they supportive? Were they confused about it at first? Like our parents out here, how did they receive you?
God has blessed me with the most amazing parents ever.
Yes.
Because I've never felt like they looked down on my dream or my passion. If anything, they have pushed me to just go for what I wanted to do.
Wow.
My mom is the one who took me to my first audition when I was 6. So that just says a lot. My sister, she was also into drama back in high school, and my mom has also done television and acting as well. So they are so supportive. They've been extremely supportive. If at all they had doubts, they never ever showed them to me. I think I've been extremely blessed to have people that even if they don't necessarily understand what I'm trying to do, they let me just spread my wings and fly and make my mistakes if I'm gonna make mistakes. And just
I think that's very important. And this is to all the parents listening right now. Your children will make mistakes whether you stop them or not, whether you get in their way or not. They're gonna make mistakes, especially when they become adults. Tell us more about your family. Do you have siblings? And if so, how are they in your journey? And tell us more about your family.
Okay, so I was born and raised by two amazing parents. So yeah, I have two older sisters. One is over 30. Actually, they're both over 30. I'm not going to say how old they are exactly. Um, and I also have a niece and two nephews. That's pretty much my family. And of course, I have my brothers-in-law. So yeah, like I said, my sister did drama in high school. That's where I saw performing on stage, and I was like, "Ach, this is so cool." Seeing her go through scripts and practicing for her performances and stuff like that, I was just like, "Oh, this is kind of cool." So yeah, I think she played a big role in me wanting to explore my performing and acting. My Our older sister, no, she's definitely not into the she's not into the arts like that. She does write, she does poetry, but she doesn't do it for everybody.
Yeah.
I know she can write, and I've heard some of her stuff, and they're just very, very supportive. Everybody in my family is like extremely supportive. It's kind of awesome.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
All right. We're gonna go on a little music break. We're gonna play one song, which is called "Pain" by 1K Few. And right after that, I want to know more about how you got the acting gigs, Tabon Takolo, and what every successful TV series that you got into to inspire the Motswana at home to say, "Yo, if you can act, bro, go ahead and act," because I mean, we kind of have too many excuses for everything right now. So we're gonna help someone out there find their way into the media industry.
Of course.
Is that cool?
Of course.
All right, this is 1K Few all the way from ATL, America, and the song is called Pain. Enjoy. Talk to us about your role in Takolo and what's that one called again?
Butselojo.
Butselojo, yes. How did you go into there? Did you start with an audition? Did you know someone and want that actress or that actor at home to know the way forward?
With Ntakolo,
Yeah.
I went through the auditioning stage, and yeah, I was cast as as a nurse.
Wow.
Yeah. So that was pretty amazing. I really did enjoy working with the team at D-Zone. So that was super awesome. With Butselojo, I was with our industry, I don't want to lie. With our industry, we're very close knit. That's why I think we see a lot of the same faces and such. So the Botswood team, I actually knew the team, and when they wrote the script for Butselojo, they felt like I could pull off the Faith character. Faith Enohara, she is super spicy, and she's low-key a spoiled brat.
Okay.
Like I said, for whatever reason, people seem to think that those roles are meant for me. Kele sweet konyana yana, I don't understand, but it's fine.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's how that came along. It was just kind of God just threw it right on my lap, and I was like, okay, cool. And yeah, I've done a whole lot more auditions. And yeah, it hasn't been the easiest journey. Being a person with a disability and knowing the industry, I just know how it works. The director knows what they want, and usually when I go into the audition room, I'm like, I'm gonna give them something different. Are they gonna take it? I don't know, but at least it's something different. It's something for them to kind of open their eyes and be like, oh, maybe next time when we write something, we can write for somebody who has a disability of some sort. Let's think out of the box like that. So yeah.
So having a disability has never hindered you in your acting career at all?
Personally, no.
Wow.
No.
And when it comes to professional things like your singing, your acting, your everything that you've done career-wise, and I agree you're in theater school. What impact has having a disability had on that, if any at all?
With television, with acting on TV, it's not that difficult to get into it with a disability. The challenge is with theater. Our theaters are not necessarily the most accessible, so a lot of the time, that's usually the issue. Going backstage, there's no space, there's no, it's not easy to get on stage to begin with. I have to be on stage. I'm an actor, of course I have to be on stage, so we need to figure out how to get me on stage. Stuff like that. But in terms of, honestly, I feel like certain things you can work around. You can work around it. We know the reality of it, but me as a person with a disability, I just kind of I'm like, okay, this is the reality of it. How am I going to make it work for me? Yeah.
Wow. And then how about the people? Like, do you feel like, let's talk about bots alone, like forget the rest of Africa, the rest of the world. How have we grown? Are we making any progress in the way we relate with people with disabilities, or are there still people who are behind and to them it's like weird and it's like, and are there some people out there who still treat you a certain kind of way?
We still have quite a way to go. The conversation about disability, I'm glad that it's there are a lot more people talking about it, which is great. That's a start. That's a first step. But yeah, we still have a long way to show people that just because I have a disability does not mean that I'm incapable of doing other things. I have many more abilities. Just because I'm on a wheelchair does not mean that I cannot, I can still use my hands. I still have my voice. I still have other things that I can use. So for me, I feel like that's what people need to start being aware of, the fact that a person with a disability is still a person.
That's true.
They still can do stuff. Let us tell you what we can do. Let us show you what we can do. Just treat us normally, because we are normal. At the end of the day, we are normal. Just that I might not be able to I might not be able to use my legs. I might not be able to walk like you can. But I can still take your job if I want. Just saying, Mr. T. Just
I like
saying.
that. You should. Eh? Would actually love to have you. I've known you since high school.
Yeah.
I know your personality
Yeah.
enough, and we've met as well. You know, at these different places.
Mm-hmm.
I think you could do well on radio. Hey, I've
Really?
thought about it before. Yeah.
You know?
I've never told it to you, but I've thought about it before. Something to think about. Just go think about it. Go
You
pray
never
about
know.
it.
Yeah.
Hey. So, and then at your church, you're a singer.
Yes, I
Yeah.
serve in the worship team at CRC, Christian Revival Church.
Wow.
The most amazing experience ever. I'm telling you, I'm one person that is quite insecure about my singing voice.
Why?
I have no idea because I'm yet to see somebody who cringes.
You're insecure about your singing voice.
I know.
That's like me being insecure about my dance. Like, come on.
I know.
Come on.
I don't know why. But serving at church has just kind of it's slowly lifting off that insecurity, and I think it's God's way of just being like, just
Forcing you to break up.
yeah, I think so.
Okay.
So yeah.
I'm glad I'm also here to help God and help you, force you to break out. Because you told me you're going to sing for us.
Yes.
And
yes.
this is going to force you to break out.
Okay.
So, would you like it a cappella? Do you need an instrumental? What song is on your mind? Because
one of my favorite songs is "You Say" by Lauren Daigle.
Ha.
So I think I can do like a chorus from there.
A cappella.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's fine.
All right, let it rip.
Okay. You say I'm loved when I can't feel a thing. You say I am strong when I think I am weak. And you say I am yours when I am falling short. And when I don't belong, oh, you say I am yours. And I believe, oh, I believe what you say of me. I believe. I really love that song.
Is that scary?
It low-key was,
Okay.
but do it afraid.
Hey.
Yeah, that's the theme of the do it afraid. So that's what I
Do
did.
it afraid.
Yeah.
Do it afraid.
Yeah.
You should tell me more about that. Maybe you can send me a message. I feel like there's a lot of power packed into that statement. Do it afraid. I've never heard anyone say it like that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. It's been an amazing honor. Thank you so much for coming through.
Thank you for having me.
I'm learning. I'm growing. I'm sure Motswana Kolapeng is also learning something new. And I'm praying what if someone has been motivated to go to that next step. Just give a last remark to that person who's struggling finding themselves, and that person who feel like that there's a lot weighing on them, and a lot of excuses are in the way. Talk to them right now and take them to the next level.
All right. So here's the thing about life, yeah? You're never gonna get to your next to point B if you don't leave point A. You need to step out of your comfort zone. You need to let yourself like I said, just allow yourself to make mistakes. That's when you learn. You won't learn much if you just remain in your comfort zone and what you know. Step out, do what makes you when you feel afraid of something, when you feel like, oh my gosh, I can't do it, if it's on the just the mere fact that it is on your mind and it's on your heart, that means that you can do it. That means that you can do it. Whether you don't have the resources at that time, whether you feel like, oh my gosh, maybe I need to, study further, and maybe I need to just, work hard, just at least okay, fine. I want to do this. In order for me to get to that point, I need to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do it. Go ahead. If it means studying, then go and study. If you just want to jump into it, jump into it. What's the worst that could happen? What's the worst that could happen? You'll never know until you try. So, yeah. do it afraid.
If it's on your mind, then that means you're able to do it with or without resources.
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to take that home. And I'm definitely going to apply it into my own life. And I hope Motsana at home is going to apply it into their life too. We need to do more, right?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much for coming through. Those who want to connect with you on social media or on the internet, where can they find you?
You can find me on Instagram. It's Mumsie. That's one word. It's Mumsie. You can find me on Facebook. Mumsieodirile. Mumsie with an IE, not a Y. Or you can shoot me a WhatsApp at 73146773. Kindly, if you're gonna WhatsApp me, let's interact nicely.
No, obvious. We've been taught manners, and I'm hoping everyone else will apply that as well.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much for coming through. Please promise me you'll come back again.
Definitely.
Because we need you. We need you.
I am here.
All right. The time right now is 7:38. We're gonna have an ad break, and right after that, we're gonna have a wonderful track by The Truth, my favorite track of all time, and it's called "Jesus Is for Everybody." JIFE.
Leaving Fairgrounds Mall, Yarona FM Studios. Super happy and again. And now I am heading to church. I'm gonna end this vlog here because the whole point was to just share the interview. I am so happy. Thank you to my chauffeur for waking up early. It's 7:30 to 8, yeah, and church starts at 8:30, so I'm gonna be super early. And yeah, but anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the vlog, and looking forward to many more opportunities like these in Jesus' name. Hashtag it's Mumsie, hashtag 2020, hashtag 2020 vision, hashtag do it afraid. See you guys in the next video. Bye guys.